Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today, I wanted to give my thoughts on the brand new Nintendo Museum that'll be opening as of October 2nd, this year actually. Very fucking cool. We have no Xbox or PlayStation Museum, I can tell you that right now. That's no dig at Microsoft or Sony, whatever. But I definitely do think it speaks volumes on the legacy that Nintendo has had if we're able to get a museum out of it. And yeah, I just want to go more in depth on everything that was revealed on the Museum Direct. So let's get into it. So one of the big things is there's an area where a whole bunch of products are displayed. Overall, going through Nintendo's whole legacy, I mean, you see the DS there, you see the Wii remotes there, you see the GameCube controller there. So very cool to have, you know, like lifelike displays of all the products. There's an entire exhibit dedicated to the Famicom, which I definitely think there should be due to the Famicom really being the first major Nintendo gaming device. I mean, you have to pay respect to your original device. You see a lot of the games for the Famicom on display as well, which I think is pretty interesting because they didn't really show off the exhibits for, you know, like all of the other consoles, so I don't really know if there's going to be exhibits for all of them, but I don't believe that they have like a whole bunch of games displayed for the other consoles, so once again, a unique thing regarding the Famicom. I can only imagine some potential break-ins to this museum happening soon so that people can try and get these games. I can totally predict having a cover a story like that on Kiesel News, unfortunately, but hopefully, you know, we have some Nintendo ninjas who are actual physical ninjas to stop actual thievery as opposed to just online thievery. Another interesting thing that you see is the evolution of the Mario question mark block throughout the Mario franchise's history, and I wish that this existed for more franchises other than Mario. I get that Mario's their biggest one, but they only showed off Mario so far. Hopefully, we get to see it for some of their other big franchises, like maybe the evolution of the Master Sword from Zelda, or the evolution of certain character designs as well. I think would be interesting. You also do get to see the evolution of the graphics of some different game franchises like Mario and Zelda also. I have to say, one of the most fascinating parts about the whole museum to me is the focus that Nintendo is putting on their entire history, and that includes their history from the 1800s with Hanafu Cards and all their other products that they developed, because, as I'm sure anyone watching this video knows, Nintendo did not start out making games. They made a whole bunch of random-ass products. You know, I thought it was just cards, but no, according to this direct here, they made a ton of weird products. They made a copy machine. They made a fucking baby stroller. I guess they've always appealed to babies with their games, right? No, I'm fucking joking, guys. I'm a Nintendo fan. I'm not calling you guys babies. They also made board games, which definitely isn't as far off from card games, but they made RC cars too. Like, how did I not know this? Like, Nintendo RC cars? I mean, I guess they technically still make some now if you count the Mario Kart Home Circuit Live thing, but I don't know, I didn't picture Nintendo making RC cars. They also made a goddamn gun! That's right, guys. This just proves the Reggie allegations. We were probably all right about Reggie. He probably has killed 50,000 people if Nintendo started out with a gun. They made pitching machines, and this screenshot that I took here just reminds me of playing the batting cages in Persona 5. Obviously, the batting cages exist in real life, but like, I can just picture Miyamoto in a Persona game now as he gets ready to hit that baseball. Interestingly, you'll also be able to play Hanafudu when you're at the museum. Like, they're going to have people giving you lessons, you can learn how to play it. Like, they're going all in on Hanafudu cards. So it makes me wonder if maybe Nintendo is looking to launch back into it, or launch back into making more products in general. I mean, they've expanded into movies now. I don't see why going back into cards would be very difficult. The last major thing that was revealed was the fact that there will be interactive experiences on the first floor of the museum. So obviously, you know, there's the Hanafudu card games, but there's also the Zapper and Super Scope from Mario that you can actually interact with. There's the Ultra Hand that you can use. You can play Game & Watch games using your own shadow, and you can also play on several classic Nintendo systems, such as the N64 and the NES, and you can play them with people as well. By using a huge controller, which I think is cool. Like, you can play on the same controller, which, now that I think about it, I think that'd be a pretty innovative thing that Nintendo could do for their next console. Maybe making a controller that multiple people could play on, like make something that's specifically designed for multiplayer. I don't think there's a controller that really exists that does that yet, so there's an idea for Switch 3 Nintendo, because Switch 2 is like already almost complete. Of these big controllers, a big Wii remote also counts. So yeah, I don't know Miyamoto. I'd definitely play on a huge Wii remote. But yeah, I mean, the museum opens this year, October 2nd. There'll be a cafe too. I mean, really, this is just awesome, man. I'm very excited to see everything that's possible to. I mean, I unfortunately likely will never be able to experience it firsthand since it's only in Japan. But who knows? Maybe they'll eventually make a Western version if the Japanese version sees enough success. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of travel vlogs and shit too that you can watch. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Nintendo Museum, and if there's any details I missed. I went through the website, I watched the direct, but I'm sure there's a bit more that I didn't mention. So feel free to talk about it in the comments below.